Yeah, and I'm all for like. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for, especially like people of color and celebrities in general. Like, being pro very mental health and pro fighting like internal misogyny and all this kind of stuff. But I feel like even with that, there's certain lines that like I just won't accept, and I would not accept it from Jermaine Cole. You guys thought I was gonna let you fucking get away with it for
Oh
this fucking
boy,
long.
here we
Oh,
go.
now
Here
it's
we
time.
go.
Now it's time.
Here we
I've
go.
been
All right, I'll let you
waiting.
get your shit off.
I've been waiting.
Go ahead,
So
buddy.
last week, guys, before we get into my rant and I get to shove it in Gage's face, no Diddy. We're gonna give you all a breakdown.
No, Diddy is crazy.
J.Cole dropped a surprise project called "My Delete Later." Little did we know, and we finally got it. I remember we was legit recording the pod towards the end of the pod because when he dropped this, and I kept saying, "All right, but after we done recording it, we're gonna tap into the project and the fact that he finally answered back to Kendrick Lamar. Like finally, we're gonna get the battle we've been wanting. Boy, oh boy." Before we get to my disappointment, hopefully Gage, before I have to take hopefully I don't have to take his hip hop card away. Let's talk about the initial project, right?
Yeah.
Gage, what are your opinions on My Delete Later?
Man, the backlash of everything happening after the release of this album, um, like at first was really good in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I think J.Cole like has bars throughout. I thought 7 Minute Drill at the time, like before he apologized to Kendrick in front of everybody, um, I thought it was okay. I thought it was a good like start to the round, like just something to get warmed up. Um, and yeah, I was a fan of the album personally. I didn't think it was I didn't think it was bad. I thought the production was cool. He had bars. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say in terms of how I felt in that moment. I was really enjoying it. I was fucking with the album. And then, Ethan, do you want to explain to the audience what happened after that? Because I'm still trying to process it
Oh yeah,
myself.
yeah, yeah. You need some time to process this, but I've processed my feelings 100%. Before I get to it, some of my favorite tracks off of My Delete Later. I really like the Camera on Record,
Yeah,
Ready
me too.
24.
Me
I
too.
really like Sticks and Stones, Pie with Daylight and Absol was
So
crazy
good.
good,
So
crazy
good.
good. I
Yeah.
like that whole second half, Stealth Mode with Boz, 2001, Trade the Truth and Ibiza. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get to the 7 minute drill, right? So Gage, as you already said, you were on Team Cole. Again, before any people take this stuff out of context and run with it, we don't want to see nobody get hurt in this beef. We're not endorsing violence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We picking a side of who we think is the best rapper in all this, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of factors that come into it. So I feel like we should put those cautionary, you know what I'm saying, tails in before
Yeah.
people take shit too far. But I continue. I thought the J. Cole diss was mid. Like I didn't think it was bad. I was happy I gave Cole the grace because he jumped out first between him and Drake, and even Kendrick in that sense. Like he came with a full
Yep.
track dissing him. So he got a little bit of leniency for
He
me.
got like brownie points for
He
that.
got
Like you
brownie
were
points
like,
for yeah. Like he got a certain level of grace, right? I thought the bar of him dissing To Pimp a Butterfly was a weird hill to dance on. And I know, Gage, this is a shock coming from a person that To Pimp a Butterfly is not my favorite Kendrick Lamar
I
album.
know.
Like
I
me
was
and you
just
would
about to
have had
say.
arguments. But coming from Jermaine Cole, the guy who For Your Eyes Only was directly influenced by To Pimp a Butterfly, you cannot say that. You cannot say that about Kendrick Lamar. And I'm all for capping in your raps. I'm cool with it. But you can't be the one to do it. And you hitting him with that, oh, you make sleepy music when that's been your biggest knock in your whole career is J. Cole makes sleepy music. Those punches didn't land. Now,
Hmm.
I think he was cooking up towards the later of the song when he talks about how him and Drake are only really talking.
Mm-hmm. And
because
so this I was gonna say. Hold on, sorry. Before you move on to the second part
keep
of the
on.
song, because I was gonna say the first part I wanted to talk about was the production. The production on the first half of the song, in my opinion, is just so lackluster for what J. Cole is trying to do. I thought that the second beat, this beat switch after, um, it was an Architect beat, right?
Yeah. Uh,
Um,
Alchemist.
Alchemist. No, it's not Alchemist.
Oh, it
I
was
don't know.
are you talking about 7 minute drill?
Yeah.
I think it was T
Who
minus. It was
produced
T minus. It was T
the
minus and
first part and then
Alchemist.
the second part? But
T
anyway,
minus was the first part. Alchemist was the second part.
is it Alchemist? Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, like that was the first thing that I noticed
Oh no. It
when
was T
I
minus.
compared
It
it to
was. I know T minus and then conductor. T minus.
Conductor.
Okay.
Conductor. Anyway, I thought the Conductor beat was so much better. If that would have been like the beginning of the song, I think it would have just hit a little bit different. Just drop that T minus beat. Unfortunately, it didn't hit. And like personally, I didn't think the Kendrick bars were that bad in the first part. They did seem a little like he was pulling his punches a little. And then we find out what happens after that. Ethan, do
Yeah.
you just want to get right to it, man? Because
No.
like
I'm gonna ease
it's
into this
killing me
because
to talk about
you got
this.
yeah because you got to hold this L. You got to hold this fat SL. But I'm with you. I think the main problem was I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and hate him or love him, he called it. It sounded like J. Cole didn't want to do this. You could hear it in the tonality in his voice. He wasn't into it. He didn't believe his raps. And on Sunday night after WrestleMania, we got the bomb that J. Cole apologized to Kendrick Lamar. And I was shocked. I was so shocked because I was like, ain't no way Cole's doing this. He does not need to do this. Like, I don't think this was bad deceived.
I don't think so. I mean, there were a
Bad
lot of people
received. I don't think
shitting.
this was bad received. I just think people were picking sides. I think people thought it was cool, and we're like, all right, bet we appreciate Cole for coming out. Now let's get started. You know what I'm saying? Let's let round one fight.
Yeah,
In the words of Mortal Kombat, like, come on, bro. Like, the round one's beginning, but for him to take it back, and you can hear him offer his explanation of, oh, I'm losing sleep, and I gotta get on my track with God, which I can totally respect. But you can't say all of this after you drop the diss. You
yeah.
cannot. You really
And
can't. Hold on, Gage. Hold on. You got to eat this shit.
no,
Pause.
no, go ahead, go
You
ahead.
have. He broke a cardinal sin. He broke a cardinal hip hop sin. He's the one that on wax talked about the big three first. So Kendrick said, fuck the big three, which in turn was fuck you to J. Cole. So that's why I felt J. Cole had to respond. And as well, for the past 3-5 years, J. Cole has been telling everybody that nobody can rap with him. He's been on every single track, smoking features, going on other people's records, smoking them. And when we get another rapper who we team is on the same tier as him, calling him out to dance, and he goes and tries to jump back out the ring, it's disgusting. I'm so disappointed in Cole. Well, not really, because I always felt like this about him. I always felt like Cole was not built to be the best rapper alive. He does not want it bad enough. He really wasn't. And then for him to go on stage and be like, do you guys love Kendrick Lamar? Because I love Kendrick Lamar. Oh, that was so sick. That was so nasty, bro. Like, come on, Cole. Like, that was so nasty. And then for you to tell everybody that everybody in your crew was telling you not to go do this. They were right. They were 100%. You would have been better off not saying nothing and let Kendrick dish your head off and you never reply.
Yeah.
This was nasty, bro. But I respect it from a person. Like, if you're not built for doing this, then don't do it. And I respect him as a man and as an individual for showing that growth. But fuck all that, man. This is hip hop, and I don't want to hear none of that fucking shit. And I just want to hear first words out of your mouth. I'm sorry, Ethan. Forever
No,
putting my
you know
faith
what?
in J. Cole.
No, Ethan, I'm not gonna say that because you're right. I'm actually gonna say everything you just said. You're 100% right, and I agree with a lot of, if not most of it. But I'm not gonna apologize because for me, this is the thing. We look at J. Cole's, body of work leading up to this point, and even my delete later. Regardless of me personally, it's so weird because I still love the album, even though like it's kind of tarnished by, what the fuck just happened, or at least 7 Minute Drill is, in my opinion. Um, I still think J. Cole, like, he's still a great rapper, but like you said, he does not want it bad enough. Like, the way you said it is, fuck that. This is hip hop. We know that like they don't actually hate each other. They're not like plotting each other's deaths. It's part of the competitive aspect of it. If you guys are two alphas in this sport, in this like lane that we are talking about, you have to be able to step in the ring, throw some punches, and not get your feelings hurt. And don't back out after you already did that diss. I'm the same way. And honestly, the first words that came out of my mouth when I talked to Dylan about it was someone from Dreamville, like Jid, or someone needs to talk to him and tell him, listen, if Kendrick comes back with this diss, you said take it on the chin, bro. Fuck that. You'll pull an Eddie Guerrero, throw the chair at him, and
No,
get
no, no,
back
no.
in this
It's
shit.
no. It's too late. It is too late, and you
I
know
know.
it is.
I know. I
It's
know
if
it is.
Kendrick come and take his fucking head off, I don't want to hear another Jermaine Cole diss towards him. Nothing. Bro, he said, "Take it. I'm gonna take it on the chin." What are we doing? What are we doing, Gage?
Yeah. I
The
know.
king
That's
failed you. And that's it. J. Cole is a very good rapper. But at the end of the day, he, in my opinion, was never built to be number one or number two at the very least. And
the thing
I
is,
appreciate him
bro.
getting out of the ring. Get the fuck. I'm glad because now it's main event time. Now we finna see. Now we're gonna see. Could you
I mean,
imagine, Gage, if Drake Graham did this, you would be coming on this show slaughtering him, calling him sensitive, calling him all this stuff. You would be slaughtering Drake. And you know it. You would have been, oh my God. And so I'm not letting you, yes, you would have. And so I don't want to give you,
I'm
you're
not the
not going,
biggest Drake hater though.
yes, you are.
I'm
Yes,
not.
you are. Yes. So I don't want to give
What are
you,
we doing here?
don't give Cole
What are
no
we doing?
pass.
Drake is like one of my most listened to artists, dude. What are we doing
I
here?
don't care. I didn't like how you was talking about him, right? I didn't like him not one bit.
Okay.
But you got Cole, and it's so sad. But somebody had to go. Somebody had to
Yeah.
go, and I didn't think it'd be this early. Round one is about to start, and he's already.
Yeah.
And
I think
respect him.
that's my problem with it too, bro. Is it happened so early? Like we didn't even get a chance for this album to linger for a week. Like we're talking about this, and we're having to talk
I
about
don't
the album
and
and the apology in the same video,
and
dude.
you
Like,
can't even listen to the album the same, bro. I have not since Sunday night. I have not went back and listened to one song off that album. I can't listen to it no more. It don't hit the same. And now going forward with the fall off and any Cole verse, I don't want to hear him talk that talk no more. I don't want to hear him. And the thing is, this is going to open the door for other rappers to diss J. Cole. Because now J. Cole has to go J. Cole got to go catch a body. Metaphorically speaking, like rhyming,
yeah,
rapping speaking, not physically.
yeah,
He has to go catch a body. He has to make an example of somebody and be like, all right, I said I wasn't going to just Kendrick or Drake or none of them, but y'all ain't one of them. I'm going to take your fucking head off. And even still, it won't fucking matter. That's the crazy part. Because even if you go take off, I don't know, a Wale or a Big Sean, hypothetically speaking, at the end of the day, they can just be like, well, why are you talking to me? Why are you talking to Kendrick the same way you talk to me? And that'd be the
yeah.
end of it.
Man, and that's the thing that has always scared me about J. Cole. And I had my doubts, and obviously a big part of me coming like into before even I think I mean that's the thing about J. Cole too, is he was kind of spitting about how he was just entering his prime when Kendrick had just dropped Damn. And I was on board with that. And I'm like, until like after Damn, that's when I was like, okay, J.Cole is starting to like propel upward, and he's gonna take that top spot until Kendrick releases, because J.Cole was on that feature run. It was just going straight up. But
and I want to say like
but
this
dude,
is
but
this
hold
is
on. I was just about to say he did that song on the Drake on a Drake beat where he kept talking
he
about how
sounds
like
like
he
Drake.
looked up to Kendrick and Drake and that like he was the bronze. And I'm like,
And
I'm so tired of this.
yes, and
Like,
that's and I've been telling you about it. Like, I'm glad you finally. I hate that it had to come like this. Cole cannot get over the fact that he just has too much like he admires Kendrick and Cole and Drake too much. They don't even look at him in the same tier. They don't. That should tell you all. Kendrick and Drake both think he's third. You think Drake's
yep.
inviting Kendrick on tour? If he thinks Kendrick is on the same is on the same level as him or below him or on the same level as him, no, he's not.
Yeah,
but you're doing it with Cole. Cole is and now with the Future Metro album coming out and Cole having a verse on the Future Metro project, and it's not even a new verse. Like, let's not breach here. It's an old verse, but the fact that he was used as a pawn like this, J.Cole just got sent to. Oh my God, Drake is about to slaughter Cole. He's about to slaughter Cole.
man, you think Drake's gonna come at Cole?
He should.
Why?
Bro, if me and you for the past 2 years have been saying me and you are the best, man, fuck Kendrick. Not really fuck Kendrick, but fuck Kendrick. Like, he's 3 and it's us 2. And then Kendrick come back and diss us. And you lie down. Drake was never going to shoot at Cole. And then you lie down, because by him lying down, you made Kendrick look like more the boogeyman. You let Kendrick Lamar have another control moment. Like that is going to be the #1 single in the world for 3-4 weeks straight. You let him do Control again. You let him do it again. And he didn't have to. If I'm Drake, put your mindset, put yourself in the headspace of Drake. I just did this shit with Cole. Now Kendrick dissing me, and it's really like, bro, you don't really make music that much anymore. Like, me and Cole doing this shit, and then the guy that I'm riding with, when everybody's dissing me, lies down like this. Now he's on their album. I'm dissing the fuck out of everybody. I wouldn't be surprised if Drake come with a Control verse to Kendrick, to Future, to Metro, to A$AP Rocky, to The Weeknd, and he goes after all 7, 8 of them. He should. I wanted Drake. If you listen, Drake, please kill all of them.
We're about to see.
We're about to see. I want all of them. I want all of them. Because Jermaine Cole, thank you. Exit stage right. Because now it's main event time. Now we're gonna see who the best rapper alive is. Is it Kendrick or is it Drake?